go to my room and like lie down and close my eyes and I'd be like, all right, got something. I mean, they were just jokes, and it was hard. I tried to make one meaner than the next, well, Bill will be the jerky one, Eric is the nicer one, like that kind of dynamic. And they had other kind of personality traits. But Eric is actually named after Eric Larson, the comic artist that drew that little Spider-Man card. Because that was my favorite comic book artist growing up.
Nice. That's fun. Did you ever go to a Comic-Con, meet Eric Larson, and tell him that?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I went to San Diego Comic-Con one year, and Eric Larson was signing, and I was like, oh my God, there's Eric Larson. Play it cool, don't be weird. Don't be weird. And I went up to him like, hi, I'm a big fan of, I really enjoyed your work for years. I was wondering if you could, can I get a sketch? Because he was doing little sketches. And I was like, he's like, sure. And so he was drawing, and then I was like, man, I used to, he had one of his first collections, he had a little sketchbook in the back, and I'd look at his sketchbook and I'd do his, redraw his sketches. And I told him that, and I was like, yeah, I even used to practice your signature. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Mac. Why did you tell him that? But he was very nice. He goes, as long as you don't sign my checks, kind of like with a smile. And I was like, thank you. He was very nice, which is weird because, they say, like, don't meet your heroes because they can be jerks. Yeah. And I've had a couple of those, but I think most people I've met that I've really admired have been nice.
What did he draw for you?
He drew his Savage Dragon, his name was comic, so he drew that. I guess
that's an Image comic, right?
Yeah.
Wait, was he the original illustrator for Savage Dragon?
Yeah, that's his creation.
Awesome.
So he still does it. It's like issue 200 and whatever.
Uh-huh.
And in hindsight, maybe I would have done John Spider-Man because I was more into that. No offense, the Savage Dragon fans, if you're listening to this.
Well, he was working on Savage Dragon at the time. He was like, why don't I just use this time to practice?
Yeah, and he draws real weird. If you ever see Eric Larson at a comic book convention, go watch him draw. It looks disgusting. It's like...
Wait, is he using his mouth? Or
if you here, you can see your pen?
Yeah.
He draws like this. He's like...
I'm gonna try to describe.
He does like this or something like that.
Okay, I see.
It's a bent index finger.
Oh, I see. So it's like a weird hand motion.
Or it's like kind of a weird... It's really weird. It's like somebody hit his hand with a hammer in a casino and it healed and he was like, I learned how to draw or something.
It's just, I'm wondering if it's that shape from drawing 1,000 plus.
I don't know.
Arthritis in his hand for a time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible.
That would be
drawing
terrible.
0 G's.
Yeah.
It occurred to me the other day that I still have, I have a little a bump on my finger from writing so much because I write a lot. And I was like, oh, weird. Kids don't have these anymore because they just type.
Oh, interesting.
So, it's like a little thing on my my ring finger on my right hand because that's where I hold my pen. And I'm still a notebook user as evidenced by the fact that I'm currently writing in a notebook.
Well, I like my own handwriting. I like just writing shit in my own handwriting. I don't so I get the idea of having the analog. I don't know. I do.
I love your
I just write
Wendell.
shit. It extends to just me writing my name over and over again.
I like it.
I'm a girl in high school.
Good that you're proud of your handwriting.
Yeah, no.
I don't like mine. I wish it was better.
Yeah, I can't read mine most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, every now and then I'll try and do it.
No.
You can't.
No.
I changed my handwriting entirely. I hated my handwriting in high school, and then I spent time rewriting and trying to come up with it. I created a new signature because I was convinced, still am, that I'm going to be famous, so I had to recreate a signature that looked cooler and was easier to do when fans wanted to have it.
What's funny is I was at this little show and I'm selling some stuff, and this kid came up and bought something, and he was like, can you sign it? And I'm like, well, I'm not famous. And the dad was like, he doesn't care, just sign it. And so I had to sign my name and realize my signature was illegible. And so I did try to change it. Now I actually give it, I try to actually do the letters.
Yeah.
Instead of just the Michael Jordan, if you ever see Michael Jordan's signature, it's M, squiggle. Because he's had to sign his name a billion times.
No, I changed it to the squiggle.
Oh, no.
I didn't want to make it so that you could, see all the letters, because, who gives a shit? Mm-hmm. So it's just one big A and a squiggle.
Wow. Well, that's speedy, though.
See, I kind of took
I make a big P even though I don't have a P in my last name anymore. People are always like, I don't get the P, and I was like, well, that's too bad for you.
Yeah, I go for the Walt Disney sort of big initials, the first initials, and then there's just kind of
Oh man, I
There's-
thought
It's in
that
the middle. Like
I
it's a
thought
big
that-
W and a big S, and then
You were doing
Oh,
it right
shit,
originally, Mac.
I thought that Disney D was a G for the longest time.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah, same
else?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was. I remember when I was like, "Oh, I see the D now." Like that was a bright moment
after
for
I crossed my eyes
yeah.
and held my nose to the screen and backed out slowly.
There's
I
a
can't see those.
basketball team, the Atlanta Hawks, and their logo looks like a Pac-Man eating a dot, but then you realize that's the silhouette of a hawk, and I was like, "Oh." Because for years I like did not see it.
That was a designer's joke on the world.
I
That's
thought
what that was.
I was like, "This is some conceptual thing I'm not getting." Like,
I feel like the FedEx logo, I'm not able to not see the arrow.
The
that's in it
arrow,
now.
yeah.
Like as soon as somebody pointed it out, can't not see it now.
Oh, that's going to happen to me now because
Yep.
I did not know there was
Yup.
an arrow in there.
yeah,
It's real good. It's good, great design. But
yeah, like the Amazon logo.
smiling.
The smile goes from A to Z.
Yeah.
It's because they have everything from A to Z.
Yep.
That's super deep, man.
Someone got paid $40,000 a year to make
And-
that one thing.
A year? I think maybe once.
Yeah.
And
One
when you
time.
turn the Coca-Cola logo upside down, it has a message from the Illuminati. So,
That's true. It
Fun
says
fact.
Santa is real.
yeah, fun fact. There's for all you lizard people out there, I see you. Shout out.
Fun fact.
All you
I
lizard
see you,
Santas
shout
out there.
Did you go to UT?
I did go to UT.
Okay, because you mentioned the Daily Text, and I wasn't sure if that was a UT thing or
Yep.
if that's just a hang around Austin thing.
Yeah, like, well, it's funny. There was people that didn't go to UT and submitted comics. What's that guy's name? Brad Neely. He had that comic strip or show on Adult Swim, China, Illinois, or something like that.
Oh yeah.
He was just a dude who worked at what's that place called? Toy Joy, and he would just submit comics. He wasn't a student.
Damn, has Toy Joy been around that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Is it still around?
yeah.
Like still there
Yeah,
on
it is.
second?
They
Moved
sold
it.
it to somebody else. Yeah, they moved downtown. Then I think they sold it to someone else because they're going bankrupt.
Oh.
So somebody else is dealing with the Toy Joy now?
Right? Yeah, it's still Toy Joy, just in the same owners. Because actually, I think it was like owner, different owner. Then they moved. Then they went bankrupt. Then somebody bought it.
Is it still downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Second in like Colorado or
I've not been
maybe.
to the new location.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever bought anything there.
I bought puppets there.
Like I went in there several times, but it's just like
I
everything.
spent time in there, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think I've
everything's
ever
$5
purchased
Dude,
more
it's-
expensive than it
Dude,
needs
it's
to
like
be.
busy
Sure.
as hell too. Like
Yeah.
just like for the eyes, aesthetically, it's
Oh,
like exhausting
yeah, if
to
you go
walk
in-
into that place.
Christmas time, it was super packed.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I went to UT. I fell into the Austin velvet coffin. You know, oh, it was comfortable. I'll just die here, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And never left.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't go to UT, but also,
Yeah,
I'm right here in the velvet coffin
it's
with
nice. Although part of me is thinking this party's over. You know what I mean? Anyone else feeling like that? Austin,
you. Not really.
done.
I feel like the party, like the bubble's gonna pop. 10 years, less than that.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like everyone thinks that.
when I moved here, there was like a bunch of wacky people. Like, look at this dummy, and now those wacky people are dead or dangerous now. Like Alice Jones was just some like goof, like, oh, money's colored because the European Union wants to buy America, and you're like, whatever. And then now he's like, oh, he's getting people killed, Pizzagate and stuff like that.
Right.
And then, like, you know, Rick Perry was, I mean, sure, he wasn't pretty, you know, bad governor. But at the same time, he just didn't seem like that dangerous.
Right.
And now he's, what, in charge of the EPA or something? No, he's the Secretary of Energy. That's like, Jesus Christ. And then, I don't know. Matthew McConaughey went from playing bongos naked to being like, we should work with Trump. And he was like, no, go fuck yourself. I don't know.
That is unusual. I think you give a man a Lincoln, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
he wants to work with Trump.
I love how if you go to like the UT game and they acknowledge that he's there, everybody does that thing from Wolf of Wall Street. Like everybody.
Oh, really?
What
Everybody. Everybody does like it's almost like the shitty
It's real
like
creepy.
Braves chop or whatever, you know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. He's got a new stadium. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That seems really creepy.
time to get out, right, guys? This place is done.
Well, if you were to get out, where would you get out to?
Yeah.
Where would I get out to? That's an interesting question. Well, you know, Portland, I've been there before, and it's kind of like a green Austin. That's really nice. I have not. I've been to Seattle once. My wife's been there, and she really likes it. I mean, San Francisco would be nice, but it's like way too expensive to live there.
Yeah, it seems like Austin 10 years from now.
Yeah, it's just so dense because I I mean, that's the thing with Austin, for better or for worse, it can sprawl.
Yeah.
Like, there are places for it to expand out. I mean, granted, the sprawl's become Round Rock and Buda. But,
Right.
like, San Francisco's nowhere to go. And so, it's like, I think it's the densest popular place in America. I don't know. But,
I'll Google it.
it's pretty pricey. But it's fun. It's fun in a way, and it doesn't feel like, the way New York feels, where you're like, I'm a rat. I'm a rat in a cage here.
Yeah, there is something kind of intense about New York. It has its own energy that makes you feel like held down in a way. I lived in New York for a long time, and the people that I know that are still there are constantly talking about feeling like weights on their shoulders and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Is it the weather or something? I wonder too. Like you were saying, San Francisco can't move out. Manhattan can't move out. It's an island. That's it. That's as far as it's going to be. And so perhaps there's the ocean, or there's water on either side. I'm trapped. Has that sort of like painful feel.
I mean, New York is like the most fun city, but also like just I don't want to live there. That seems so hard. Like, or just not. I mean, it's last time I was in New York, people were like, where are you from? Like Austin. Like, oh, that's cool. I was like, it's easy living, and I do appreciate that. I like how it's real easy to live here. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff to do, a lot of cool people. Food's good. I managed to buy a house, which is exciting, and
Never sell that house.
I never will.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care if you move anywhere else in the whole wide world, you don't sell that house, brother.
Well, we'll see. It's a little bit north of Slaughter.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. You'll
pretty
be millionaire
no.
just off that house.
We'll see.
You can live on the beach and sell bongos, but you'll be making billions.
Draw Matthew McConaughey away.
Yeah. Come with me, Matthew.
Sell bongos together.
Yeah.
By the sea.
I'll watch your movies. Gold. Let's put it on. Oh, God.
Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new.
That's
his
one
newer one.
movie.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It came in with.
Good.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. The other day, my husband and I searched Matthew McConaughey on Amazon to see if we could watch movies, and there were so many we had never heard of.
Oh, wow.
We just scrolled through the whole thing. We're like, what's this thing? Wow, I've never heard of that. That's from 1989. Wow, what are these?
Which Texas Chainsaw Massacre was he in? He was in
The Next Generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Of course.
With Renee
Limbo.
He was
Zellweger.
fucking awesome in that movie. I don't know, he was unhinged in that.
What were all the movies in the McConaissance? It was
McConaissance?
It was Bernie, Magic Mike. Was that the name of the movie with the?
He's in Bernie, yeah.
Yeah, he's
With
the
Jack
DA
Black.
or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a great Jack Black movie.
Killer Joe.
Killer
You see that?
Joe was the shit with Gina Gershon.
Yeah,
It was funny because we saw it at the draft house, and it was like, why? Like the menu item was fried chicken, and I was like, why? Why are they feeding us fried
that's
chicken?
really funny.
Right
You've seen
now?
that movie,
You
that's
just
really
you
funny.
just have it in your mouth at that scene. It's like, woo, okay. Maybe I'll chill for a minute.
Done with that, yeah.
So clearly there's a fried chicken scene
Yeah.
in Killer Joe.
Mhm.
Oh, and then
Interstellar.
True Detective.
Oh, True Detective. Yeah,
Of course.
I guess Interstellar was post relaunch.
Yeah. People have mixed feelings about that movie.
I love that movie.
I like it.
No, it was fun. I liked it. I definitely enjoyed it. I mean,
I
people
feel
were
like it's
like,
one of those movies where once you know the flip, you're like, oh well, okay.
Yeah.
Because I've wanted to watch it again, but I was like, does it ruin it to know what's happening? in the
I still
very
feel
beginning?
like it's fun. It's kind of like 4 movies in one. Like
It is.
It almost feels like a weird anthology thing. But I'm that Chris Nolan aesthetic. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Totally.
So even if he does a good enough job creating like a mood in his movies that where I'm willing to forgive plot things. I'm real susceptible to that. Like if I like the mood of a movie, I'll forgive a lot of things, which leaves me I saw that Ghost in the Shell movie, and I was like, that wasn't so bad. And then I was like, well, what about this? I was like, yeah, you're right, that was garbage. Why did I like it so much? And then I was like, oh, it's because it
You were just
had good
stuck in the
Well, it had good design. Let's forget the whitewashing, which is a very valid point.
Sure.
Yes, but it got my $7. Sorry, everyone, a part of the problem.
We need to get
Got
anime
my
movies out there.
$7.
Yeah. Or 8. I don't know. How much does the movie cost now? 10?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you go to Alamo, it's
10.50.
cheaper
Mac
if
just
you're
walked
gonna eat
in.
food.
He was just like, "Fuck you guys."
He just throws money at him and walks
Yeah.
away. I'm going to see a movie.
Take your money. Do you have any movies out where it's got more white people in it? One for that, please.
Oh my god.
That's what I want. Hidden figures? Nah. Not enough whiteys.